Is it a good opportunity right now to buy stocks? Is a recession coming? As much as I wasn't planning on making this whole video, I feel like more and more every day we're getting more further into this whole panic mode of all these recent events. Some people now are losing their jobs or having to stay home for a week or two or even almost a month missing work, having to stay home with their kids. People are panicking, rushing to the stores, buying, I don't know, as much toilet paper as they can. Like I was saying, I was planning on making a whole other video on a completely different subject, but I feel like right now is not the time to make those videos. I think I'm going to be making more videos focusing on this issue and related to this issue. Maybe more videos about how to make money at home, online businesses that you can start to create, and just things to help you guys out. Also guys, make sure to hit this like button below. It takes 5 seconds of your time and it will really help out this channel. We all know the stock market is crashing and some stocks are hitting new lows every week. People are wondering if it's a good time to buy in and what stocks to buy if so. We're going to get more in depth with this subject. It's obvious at this time some industries are getting hit harder than others, of course, like the hospitality industry is just getting crushed. In my honest opinion, nobody's going traveling, nobody's staying at hotels. Nobody's going on cruises. Airports are pretty much empty or on lockdown. So like Europe's on lockdown currently. This is going to cause a bunch of cash flow issues to businesses. It's just going to cause a ripple effect. So if a business can't stay afloat and is lacking cash flow, more and more people are going to lose their jobs. And people are going to get their hours cut. People don't have money. They're not going to have money to start spending. People are not going to be going out as much due to this illness. It's going to affect a lot of businesses long term. We all know this is a global impact, not just the United States. It's all over the world. I honestly think we might be heading to a recession depending on this whole situation and how it plays out. How everyone's acting and how the United States is reacting pretty quickly. I think it might not last as long as it should. But let's talk about what I plan on doing exactly when this time of fear is going on in the market. I do think in a couple months, maybe by the end of summer, it might cool down, and in 2 or 3 years this will probably be forgotten. I do think the markets are going to continue falling for about a month or so. Even after earnings, you get to decide whether the direction they're going in. I'm going to be naming the top stocks that I plan on purchasing and that are on sale. I'm going to also be showing you guys my watch list, what I plan on holding long term. Also, please note that what I'm purchasing is my honest opinion. Do your own research and do your own due diligence. Don't just take your opinion from some guy randomly online when investing. Not even myself, just do your own research. But I'm going to be showing you guys the stocks right now that I plan on buying. You might want to think about what you want to start investing in if you have some extra money. So I'm going to go on my computer right now and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I plan on buying. One of the stocks we're going to be looking at is the ticker symbol AAPL, also known as Apple. My buy targets for this stock would be 233, and if it breaks below 233 we might see it hit 214, and if it breaks below this we might see it at 200. If we see it at 200, I really think that's a buy target. I would be loading up here at 200 for Apple. So I do think it's going to keep dropping. We might see 214 or 200. That's my plans for Apple. I do know that it's going to take some time for it to bounce back with the production issues with China and all this going on. But China claims that this whole epidemic has passed and case numbers are declining now, and over 60,000 people have recovered. But now it's affecting all these other countries, and this issue is kind of getting worse. It's becoming like a snowball effect and countries are getting locked down. But I do think 200 is a great buying opportunity, and I do think it'll pretty much recover quickly. The next stock we're going to be talking about is ticker symbol MSFT, known as Microsoft. Okay, so my buy targets are going to be shown below. I plan on seeing our first target at 131 here. If it breaks below this line, we might see it at 125. If it breaks below that or holds, we're going to see 118. I plan on buying at like 125, 118. Those are two great buying areas that you might want to look at. Also, remember guys, do your own due diligence. I use the platform Thinkorswim to pretty much see my swing trades and use the Fibonacci tool here to kind of identify what positions I should take. You can see here like it bounces in this line, it breaks through it, it bounces this line, it goes back down, it breaks through it, it kind of bounces on this line, it uses this as resistance, breaks down. It's pretty much an accurate tool. It's not always accurate, but it helps out a lot. I could see it hitting 125 to 118. Those are my buying targets for the stock. You might want to set maybe an alert, or if you have Robinhood, just to keep a watch on it. The next company I plan on buying is AMZN, also known as Amazon. I feel like this company is going to continue growing for years, and it's literally one of the companies that has the best customer service out there. I'm actually a full-time Amazon seller. That's how I make most of my money. I teach people how to sell on Amazon as well, and I feel like it's only right to invest in such a good fundamental company, and they're always innovating and growing and expanding to different countries. From now on, it looks like they're uptrending now, but if it breaks down, we might see 1,526. If it's on sale at that price, I might buy a lot of shares there. I do see it going up now because of a lot of people panic buying and buying stuff on Amazon, and people are basically staying at home now, and the only way they can buy stuff is by either going to the grocery store, and a lot of stores are closed, so they might be buying stuff on Amazon. They can't go to a convenience store. I could see this not going back down. I could see it keep going. I think earnings is coming up, and they might just beat earnings like crazy from that. But if it does break down, we might see it hit first 1,663, 1,526, and if it breaks down this, which it would be awesome, and you can see it at 1,300, you might see this quickly, like for a day, and then might have a lot of buying power from there. I mean, I would load up at 1,500 if I see a drop here for a long-term investment. The next stock that looks good is Netflix, NFLX. This stock I think is gonna be climbing up long-term, just because a lot of people are staying home now, using Netflix a lot. So I do think this whole drop is because all the sell-off with all the stocks, but the stock might just keep climbing up with all this news coming out. I do see it maybe hitting 422 very easy. You can see how it follows the Fibonacci tool pretty nice. It hits here, bounces here, doesn't break here, and then bounces again as resistance, breaks off, support, resistance, breaks resistance, support, resistance, support, and now it's breaking through. So we can see this climbing. I can see it at 422 pretty easy. Maybe after earnings report, we might see it start climbing up. That's something maybe you want to take advantage of now. Maybe buy it here, have a stop loss right below 333, and let it ride. Also, if it drops to 291 or 250, I would definitely be loading up on Netflix if I see it at 250. I really like Netflix, the stock. I think they're always coming out with new content, but I don't see it dropping. I think it's going to continue uptrending here. As of today, guys, a lot of hotels, airlines, cruise ship companies have dropped tremendously. Hospitality industry is getting, I think, hit the hardest. So you want to kind of be greedy when others are fearful. That's how riches are made. So let's talk about two cruise lines that I feel like are highly discounted. First, we can talk about maybe Carnival, CCL. We're going to go to a large time frame here, right? So let's go to 20 years just to show you guys how crazy this is. This is like the all-time low for this stock. So I was looking on this stock earlier. See, it was at $72 all-time high. Right before this whole crash, it was at around $50. Now it's trading around the low to $8. Right now it's at $10, but I think it's going to continue dropping. Still have a couple, at least a month of more, I think, bad news coming in. The lowest drop for Carnival was probably 2008 with this whole crash, and the lowest it's ever been was at $14. So it's really low right now. But I want to show you guys a little bit of history. Things will change eventually. When in 2008 everybody thought the world was ending, everyone was losing all this money and people were panicking and everything. Okay, this is close to December 2008. So let's go in a year from now. So it's at $14.89, right? 2 years from now, in December, it hit its all-time high at around $48. So if you would have bought at 2 years ago at $14 and now it's at $48, multiply your money times 3 and just having your money work for you. So take advantage of this time, guys, because things will change eventually. And I think in like 2 to 3 years, you know, you'll see a big growth from your investments. Carnival's a good one, and Norwegian. NCLH, Norwegian. This one just got hit crazy. Really, guys, I don't know what the low is for these stocks because they're at the all-time low, and this Fibonacci tool really isn't helping with these numbers. As far as when to buy, I don't know what to recommend to you guys. I'm probably gonna load up at around $5.20 and hold it there for at least 2 to 3 years and let it ride and let it increase. And then probably 2 or 3 years, I'll sell my position. Just do your own due diligence. Don't listen to me. You know, do your own research. Make your own opinions of what you want to buy. Royal Caribbean as well, you can take advantage of Norwegian and Carnival. And you also have, let's see, AAL, American Airlines has dropped a lot. All-time high was almost at $60. Now it's at $10. You buy now and you hold it for 2 to 3 years when this is all over, and you'll have 6 times your money. And if you buy, make sure you don't look at your portfolio constantly every day. You want to just buy it. If I were you, I'd maybe delete the app or something, you know, so that way you don't have to be seeing the price every so often, because that's what's going to change your mind. It's going to give you like different ideas if you made the right decision or not. In 2 to 3 years, you could check the app and you'll see how much money you made. It's a great opportunity to buy airline stocks, cruise stocks, hotel stocks, Marriott, Hilton. Those are very highly discounted. American Airlines, Delta, Carnival stocks, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean. Those are stocks to take advantage of. As far as when to buy, maybe you can use a SPY as a great way to find out when's the right time to buy. So I plan on loading up. When I see the SPY hit around 2,200, I plan on starting to load up my positions little by little and to start taking advantage of. Some people are thinking that it's going to keep going down 1,800, which is super likely. I mean, it's not impossible that I might hit this low. It might go lower than this. It might keep going lower, you know, but I do think that we're taking care of this situation pretty quickly. We're being precautious with this whole situation. I think that eventually we will go back up. Time will tell when, but I'm going to start loading up positions here, and I'll have some extra money saved if we hit here. I would take advantage of this whole opportunity about buying stocks at this low price point. Hopefully you like this video. Make sure to hit the like button below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on the next video.